Alright, so here we are on the following Monday, and I think the charts should be populated for this next week now, and we have a lot more songs that's gotten released, so let's go ahead and see the stats. Um, where do I want? Label stats, there we go. Oh, that's not exactly where I want it, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Where are we at on this list? Are we in the, oh, it's pretty low. It's like 4% or something like that of all sales in the UK that week. That's a decent amount. Or maybe that's less than 4. I can't read that. I don't know. It's so small. Who do we got? Do we have anyone in the top? So Becky Butler was number 16 this week with Now That I Know. Louis Wilkinson, third week and still number 22. That's pretty good actually. And then Lindsay Davis, number 32, was at 25 last week. Jasmine Naylor debuts at number 33. Ed is down to 38, but this is the third week on the chart, so that's still decent in the top 40 anyways, like that. And I think that's all we have on the UK singles chart. US singles chart. Do we have anything on here? The highest is number 25, Becky Butler, Now That I Know. And number 37 on a third week though. That's really good in America on here. Louis Wilkinson, Don't Forget. And number 40 on its second week, Big Money by Lindsay Davis. We have Jasmine Naylor at number 45 on a debut. Ed, the song Romeo and Juliet on its third week at number 49. I don't know what the highest was, but last week it was 40, so it's been in the top 40 at least. That's kind of how this game works. It generally doesn't climb up the charts. I have never seen a song climb up the charts. None of any I have anyways. Normally they debut and then start slowly falling down. So if I was to see a chart wars for one of the things I would want to see personally is songs climbing up the charts also, not just falling down. Let's quickly look at these. I'm not going to go too much into them. So Becky Butler is our highest in Europe at number 16. Europe singles chart doesn't even exist anymore. Well, the Billboard one doesn't anyways. I don't think that they release a chart combining all of Europe anymore. What's our highest in Oceania? Number 11, Becky Butler. I can't remember. In the UK, was it in the top 10? Where was it? The 16. So Oceania is our highest for her. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing the American Music Awards. Jane Knight has a new single to be scheduled. This one we'll probably do... I can't remember. I think I've done the first and second week of February now, so... And I think... Isn't this the chamber pop artist? So it shouldn't really matter too much. If it, like, overlaps one of the others, that is, I mean. Okay, so that's set up. Jane Knight's good to go for a second. Probably in January on the game or so, we'll need to go back into the artist and make sure that, well, maybe in December actually, I'll probably look and see if any of them can start working on their second album yet. Lindsay Davis needs a new distributor for next week. Okay. Jane Knight needs a distributor set up for next week. Faulty Issue needs a distributor set up for next week. Those are all fine. I don't really care about that yet. I will more when we have our own distribution thing, though. We actually have, I think, wasn't we negative 18 million before? Now we're negative 17.5 million, I think. So, all the releases we've had recently, we have gotten some money. And even if we haven't gained and it has slowly fallen, and I just remember wrong, then it's at least fallen slower than it was before. When we get some albums released, that's when it'll probably go up some. I don't think we'll be out of the negative though still. And recording the second albums and stuff will put us in the negative even more, so I don't know if Joe Cross and Faulty Issue. Okay, well, I have something to point out in a second because it's actually really interesting and not necessarily in a good way to point out when I get done doing this. We'll do the third week of February because I think that this was later in the month anyways, the last one was. Okay, so EMI, choose, and then, was it? Oh yeah, it was December. Okay, so I didn't even need to do it in February. I could have waited longer. Oh well. Anyways, was it this song? Yeah. So this song, one of the B singles, or B-sides, is this, which I am not going to say. But I find that interesting, because is this a chamber pop? Oh, this is chamber pop. Do I not know what chamber pop is? Because I don't think that I would ever see a chamber pop song named that. I need to look up what chamber pop is, I think, because I must not know what it is. Anyways. Did I do both of them, Joe Cross and? I don't, oh, wait, no I didn't. Okay, Little Bitty Pretty One. Yeah, December 6th is fine. That's fine also. Does it bother anyone else when someone says also? It like almost sounds like they put a T in there. I probably did it wrong, but you know what I mean. Like, if some people say also weird, which is fine, it doesn't make me that mad, but like, it's just like, why? Because it's not, I don't mean like an accent thing, because if it's like somewhere like a country says it or something, that's one thing, that's fine, it doesn't bother me at all then. But I mean like people around here who, like, I don't know, it's just so weird. It's in October. Yeah, we're not going to the Smash Awards, that's for sure. I don't even know what that is. It must have been like a 2004 thing. I don't think we've had any albums out yet. I think they come out today on the game, so it'll be next week when we see notifications from them. If we do, I don't think we will. Oh, this is taking longer than normal. Okay, well that tells me that we need to drop a save after this to make sure. Because this game, when it crashes, is not the traditional, like, the way games crash these days. It's that thing where you can't click on anything, and the computer, like, kind of grays it out a little bit to where, you know that point to where it's, like, really freezing up, and then the computer will just force it to close because it's about to crash the computer. Okay, yeah, we're not going there. I don't care about them because they're not on our... Oh yeah, they'll do this every once in a while too, where the marketing team will express their concerns over people's images. And I'll show you how to do that. I don't normally really do that though. So Faulty Issue, members, and I think it said Kathy Edwards. You would go to artist options in and change artist image. But I think that makes the artist mad or something. I can't remember. I just never do that. Because I wouldn't be the kind of person to do that in real life if I owned a label. I don't think, anyways. I don't know. Not to that extent, anyways. I don't know. I guess if I seen the actual image that they were referring to and why it wasn't matching what they wanted it to, maybe I would feel a little bit more okay with it, but... Okay, yeah, they can't find any artist to justify an offer. That's fine. Lindsay Davis paid the final installment of her advance. That's because her album came out. Okay. Which, I don't know. I'm still not sure. I've experimented here or there. Okay, the work on album thing's not there. So I don't really know for sure how to tell when they're available to work on an album. You just kind of have to remember, I guess. I don't know. Oh no, did I push the quit button? Okay, I didn't. November 2nd. Yeah, there was a distributor we just picked, and I really wasn't even paying attention to the artist name. That's probably for an album next week again. No news. How sad. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording and restart it again on the next Monday. Okay. I might do that occasionally just to keep especially when the game starts going a little slower, to keep the video from being like mostly the loading screen. Although I don't know about you guys, people that do watch these videos of mine, what's the thing you do? Like, do you actually sit there and watch them? Do you kind of have it on as like background noise while you do like homework or something? Or like me personally, I'll like have it on while I'll like play my dry bread or like another gaming channel or things like that. And I have other videos I'll do it too, not just gaming videos, but that's one of them that it is, where I'll like use the bathroom or like I'll get some kind of work done, or I'll be editing videos, or I do that a lot. Jasmine Naylor has paid the final installment. Speaking of that, Lindsay Davis was the one before. Okay, we still can't work on the album. I'm not sure how to tell when. We'll figure it out maybe. I need to like find the developer of the game and message them and be like, tell me, how do you know when someone's ready to work on an album? I know the name of the developer for this game's Rob, because it says that quite a bit in the game, I feel like. But I'm not for sure where it lists. But I'm not sure what his last name means. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, whatever. After starting as a top 10 in 1910... Oh, in 1952. Okay. The UK singles chart started as a top 10. And now it's top 200. Becky Butler completes the recording of her album. So, yeah, we'll just set release date to December 20th? Is that a thing, or is it just Christmas albums that come out that week normally, IRL? The one time that I did sell out, it was really annoying because I was so close to hitting 1 million sales, but I had only printed like 900,000 or 950,000 or something like that. And so I definitely would have made it to 1 million and been certified platinum, but I wasn't able to because I didn't print enough copies to. And one of my artists had in another game file. I feel like I deleted news for someone and they have something done and I didn't click on it. I'm like really thirsty and I feel like I'm maybe dehydrated. That's why I'm not like fully like mentally here right now. Continue game. Oh, this is an interesting thing here. Loading, loading, loading. I feel like that last Did You Know thing said something about someone married their own daughter, and it lasted for 37 days, but I don't know for sure. Maybe I read it wrong. Joe Cross completes the recording of an album, I think it said. I knew it would do that. The first single of his was released in December the 6th. I want at least a month to go by before we release the album, so we'll do January 3rd, 2005. I really want some beef and broccoli right now. That sounds so good. I have some broccoli in the fridge. Really, the broccoli part's what sounds the best. The beef part's just kind of like, it's there. If it was like really good made broccoli and beef, I would probably like the beef too. But most places has like a really cheap, like not very good cut of beef. And just different elements to it like that. Oh. I had to take something out of my pocket. It was getting uncomfortable to lay down the way I was. Oh, stretching. Shock rocker Alice Cooper was once elected homecoming queen from the University of Houston. Interesting. Oh, I was about to comment about something about my desktop that I have, but then I realized that you guys can't see that. Saliva's released by Island. That's like a metal band, I think, or something, isn't it? I signed them to one of my labels at one point in one of my games. Is how I know. Unless I don't know and I'm wrong, and then I don't know. LOL. Yeah. If anyone's wondering, like maybe someone's commented something in one of the videos and I just haven't done anything about it. This part and the two previous parts of this Let's Play, I recorded back to back. So that is a thing. And yeah, it's actually the same day that I recorded, and this may date this video a lot because I don't know when exactly I'll actually post this. But it's the same day that I recorded the Taco Bell mukbang eating show on October 12th. So that dates things a little, huh? I don't know, I'm really enjoying playing this game again though. I love this game. I just don't know how much other people would enjoy it. I mean, if I've never seen anyone play it on here, then I don't know, you know? Yeah, we'll do the Monday thing like I said before that I like to do. And then we will do the not our label. Louis paid the final installment. Speaking of that, okay, you're still not able to work on your album. I don't understand why. Oh, interesting. So they do have silver certification, and when we click on it, it will tell us worldwide. Okay. So let's go to UK album. Okay. It debuted on the chart this week. Interesting. With how much sales? 25,900? Okay. And Lindsay Davis on a third week. I didn't realize anyone had charted on the albums yet. Where are we listed out on here? Oh. We actually have a pretty decent size here. 4%. Is that our highest amount? Oh yeah, the American one normally does this. I don't know why. We have a really high amount of sales, 100,000. Okay, so we have Jasmine Naylor at 19 this week. She was 14 last week. And Louis Wilkinson at 6. And we have Lindsay Davis on the 3rd week at 13. That's really good. Okay. So, we're doing good. I actually really like the name I picked for my label, too. I'm really glad that I did that. Oceania Albums. 6, okay. So, we got kind of the roll end of the stick here because a lot of albums got released this week. And out of all the new releases, we was the least popular artist, so that's kind of where we ended up. Is there any new releases below us? Yeah. Okay, so, like, it could be lower. Chemical Underground, I feel like I've heard of them. Is that a real artist? It must be like a artist that's not really the genre that the charts would go for normally kind of thing, maybe? Maybe that's why I've heard of them, but they're lower. Because, like, no matter what your thing is, like, let's go to the, whatever. Okay, so we need to schedule that, actually. But if we go to the US album charts, for example, go to musical taste, and I didn't go to the bottom before, but the lowest number is hardcore, is number, like, 16%. That would probably be pretty hard to do, but ska punk, blues, jazz, like none of these are that popular on the chart. But if you worked hard enough, eventually you could probably chart decently. I don't know how high you could get. I don't know if you could get to number 1 really with like jazz or something. I don't even know if there is jazz artists. I'm sure there are, but I've never even looked. Okay, yeah, Ed, we need to schedule the release of the album. When did your single release? October 4th. Oh, wow. Okay. So you need to get this released ASAP because you're going to get the notification that you're not in the public eye soon if we don't. And since you've had plenty of time, it's probably not under projecting your sales, so we won't up your sales that much, up your order that much. And then, I did want to see if there was jazz artists on the game, or like artists like that at all, specific. Jazz. Okay. So there's 2 jazz artists in the game, Nora Jones and Katie Mulua. Never heard of them. But jazz isn't my go-to thing necessarily. Not that there's anything wrong with it. But that's probably why I haven't heard of it. Let's see hardcore. That's the lowest in the game. Okay, yeah, there is no hardcore artist in the game. That's interesting. They would even list that as a genre then. Hard rock, is that? Have I heard of any of these? I kind of want to say I've heard of Velvet Revolver, but at the same time, like, have I though? Or am I just saying that because they're asking for 10 million? Have they done anything? Oh, they've had a top 40 in the UK on here. Huh. 23 weeks on the European chart, 5 weeks in the UK. Oh, and it's currently on the chart in the UK, right? No. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, and it was released in June. Okay, I got it. Anyways. Oh, yeah, enough of that. Yeah, I think we did that, right? Oh my god, you guys are gonna get so mad at me. Yeah, I did that. Okay, so we can delete that. Delete saliva. Louis Wilkinson's album gets silver certification? Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm trying to pop my neck. It just needs popped, you know? One of those situations. Oh, I just had like a weird spacing out moment there. I feel like that's the most quiet I've been in the entire series so far of this one. Um, okay, yeah. I feel like that took a second to load. I am going to skip to Monday. Okay, we are skipped to Monday. Also, for some of you who's never played this, you might have noticed we're negative 25.5 million pounds. And think that that's a lot. And that is a lot. We are very negative, very bankrupt. But like I said, I don't know if there's an amount that you become actually bankrupt. I think when on my really successful label I think I was around 50 million in the negative at the lowest point, and I stayed around there for a while. And I started digging myself out of that hole when I built the first distribution center or something like that. In fact, does it even let us do that? Well, manufacturing plants. Let's see. England. In Manchester. Oh. That's the biggest thing, I think. The running cost. But I think we make money from artists using it. And this will be the highest quality. So I think that we will actually have people use it. So I think it might actually be worth it. Wow. Okay, yeah, we just did that. We just built a manufacturing plant. It's in construction though. It's gonna be a minute before we get to there. But that'll help. So yeah, we will never have to have them do that again. Joe Cross completes a new recording of a single. Okay. The album came out in January, so this can come out maybe, oops, no, not March. Wait, April. But we probably won't do that week in April. I don't know, maybe we will. Okay, yeah, we can't use our facility yet. I don't remember how long it takes for that to open. I've never built a facility this early in the game, so that may backfire. If it does, then I guess this will be a short Let's Play. Becky Butler. Okay, let's see. You will need to January, February, March. But we can get by with the first week of April probably. So yeah, we'll do that. And okay, we're almost in December. We got through more on this episode than we had on the others. Oh, I guess I paused it a couple times to get through to the next Monday. That probably helped. Okay, so Becky Butler, and then we'll go back in and do Eds. Eds can be the third week of April. Well, I don't know. We'll just do the first week, actually. Oh, news. Yeah, that one's good. Louis Wilkinson. We'll do that one. Wait, what did it say? Oh, his album gets gold certification, okay. And worldwide, so let's see. Louis Wilkinson album sales figures. Oh, it's the second week. This was the one that was like number 6 everywhere basically last week. This week it's number 11 everywhere. This week it sold. Okay, how much are we left on this? Oh, we have quite a bit of stock left. Okay. How much did we sell this week? 203,000. So we made probably like 2 million on this album this week. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We've made 3.2 million in total. Okay. What does this say? You have been informed that work will shortly begin on the proposed new manufacturing plant. Initial estimates indicate the work is likely to take around 6 months to complete. Okay, I don't want to release any second albums until we have that available, because that is going to be invaluable. The albums cost a lot more to do than singles, and so we want to really take advantage of that. For the last time, probably this will be the last cycle we'll go through. I'm going to pause the recording and we will see what we need to do next Monday. Okay, so I do want to take a look at this. This just popped up, and no one's able to find the contract. I didn't want to open it without a recording, and it's still saying that their image needs fixed, but I'm not doing that. Some people got released from their labels. I'm not interested, though. They cost way too much, and Green Day's prepping up for a new single. I'm not going to go ahead and pause the recording again. We did get through most of the week with it being paused. And we will see what we got to do Monday. That one album was certified gold this last week, but it only sold 202,000 copies worldwide last week. So I don't think it'll get to platinum, because obviously it would need to sell 500,000, and I don't think its sales are going to go up randomly. One thing though is when your artists can do interviews and stuff, I do think that might help. Okay, these are individual countries, probably, yeah. So the album was certified silver in the United Kingdom, and it was certified gold in Oceania. Let me see, Louis Wilkinson seems to be doing the best out of everyone. So let me see what his reputation is before we end this episode. We're just gonna go for it, apparently, I think. I don't know. His live ability is really good, and yeah, it's just a really good situation here. So we are going to arrange a tour. It's going to be a very small tour, and we're going to do, we might just do a North American, United States situation. And then we can book some we'll do 400, status 15%. Let me see. What's your status in United States? I can't remember. Their status in the United States is 24%. So I think is what that means. So we can test that, I guess. North America, England, that's not the way that works. We have to click North America again in the drop-down menu to get it to be like, to figure out what is going on. And then, can we do 1704? Oh, wait, what? Status 15%. Let's try it. So this won't start till January 17th then, but that's fine. January 17th, and then Fayetteville, 23%, that's really pushing it. Boston, let's try that one, 21%. Let's try it. I'm going to give them a day to rest there and stuff, so I'm going to skip a day. Metronome in Burlington. So as you see, they're resting there. So, and they're doing nothing that day. They probably will be traveling, going to this place. If I clicked this day, then that would mean that they had no rest time. But if you skip a day, or if I skip 2 days, then that's how many rest days they would have in between. So I normally give them some rest time. But on the next one, I probably won't, just because this is a very short tour. Denver? Yeah, we can do Denver. Yeah, next one we won't. And then New York, I don't think we can do any of those. We can maybe squeeze that in. I don't know if we're going to be able to fill the tour, a stadium up on that. Or gymnasium, I should say, actually. Memphis? Yeah, we can probably do Memphis. And then Indianapolis. Is there no like bigger things in Chicago in this game? Like obviously I know there is in real life. I've been to concerts in Chicago. I mean maybe there is later on when you have bigger artists. Okay, so this is what happens when you do a tour, when you pick all the dates you want. You could auto book it and not like micromanage it to this level, I guess, but I actually like picking the dates and the countries, and normally I don't do just the United States. Normally I'll do North America, because I'll throw on like a Canadian date or two or something, I don't know. Show content, extravagant, we're going to go all out, excessive, accommodation, decadent, oh, let's see. Support. All interested, maybe? There's no sponsors yet because none of our bands are popular enough to have a sponsor. All interested. Let's see. Is any of them ours? In demand. I've used them in other games. Their livability is not too high, I guess, though. Well, actually, what I should be looking for is their reputation. The U.S. reputation's decent on that. I'll choose them. They're not expensive. Latin pop. Let's see. Becky Butler. That is, I know they're on our label, but that's not super high. Faulty Issue, maybe? That's not the worst in the world, and they have a pretty decent reputation. I'm gonna go ahead and book that. Can I filter out their reputation? Okay, yeah, you can. So... Wait, what? I thought I filtered out... I did. U.S. reputation, 20% to 100%. Oh. And then any. And then okay. Well, that's not working. I'm not really sure about that. Well, I guess I could change it to like 10% and see if anything comes up. See, we need to do countries in these places that these people are popular in. And I think it would like this Marcia Clayton is somewhat popular in the UK, and it would help us get more UK audience. Although this particular person that we're using here, that we're doing this tour for, they already have an audience there. So Ed's on our label, so that's good. We'll use them because it's a group of people. And maybe Bill Andrews. Oh, he has really bad livability. There's Lindsay Davis. She has really good livability and a pretty good reputation, so we'll book that. Confirm the tour. 4 support acts. 8 gigs. Sounds pretty good, like a 2-week tour. Confirm. It's going to cost a lot of money to do it when we get there, but it'll be fine. We've been playing the game for 160 hours. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is this episode in the bag. We have gotten our first album released under one of our artists. Other artists have released albums too, but the one in particular we have charted pretty well, number 6 in every country, and we've had some other artists that have hung on in the top 40 or top 20 or whatever for 3 weeks or more. So we've done really well on the charts actually this time. Money-wise isn't very good, obviously, but most of that's from us having built the because we've only went 5,000 more or 5 million more in debt after we built it. We built a distribution plant. So our manufacturing, I don't remember what we did. Facilities, manufacturing. So that is like how many copies of an album we manufacture. So we are definitely, after that's built, going to manufacture as many as we want because it's ours anyways. So I don't think it charges us, even though it really should technically kind of, but like for the materials anyways, just like less, but I don't think it charges us at all somehow. So anyways, that's that. And in the next episode, we will finish the first album cycles probably for everyone. And kind of maybe get set up for the second album cycle. I don't know. We'll see. There's also that tour that we already scheduled that's going to happen, so we might have to plan around that on our schedules for some of the artists. That'll be interesting to juggle, maybe. Anyways, like I said before in the other ones, let me know if you have an album name you want me to use and leave it in the comments, and I will use it if the game lets me anyways, depending on what it is. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good week.